here's a cat reading or relationship animal reading. So here we have one woman with one cat, and I'm going to look at it. Now, the cat likes to be passive, and the cat doesn't like that reaction Mama gives sometimes because it cramps her style. The cat likes to take action, but it just only really knows how to take it aggressively. I told you once, I told you twice. No, I skipped that. Just go right to done. Okay, so it doesn't like to take its lovely time to communicate with you. I don't have much time left. Leave me alone. This is my answer. Okay, it has no more tolerance. It is, when it's okay. There's something somebody calls me when I have to get terse, and it's like I have no time. I got to save a life. Leave me alone. I got to right there. So she's like, I'm done. And as I said, stress. She's saying that, oh, man, Mom goes around the house and does overtime hopelessness. Here he goes again. This is what he's going to do. So, yeah. Oh, look at that neighbor. Look at this. Look at that. And I said, what about? She says, she lives in the OMGs. And she just is like, I need to punish. And I said, what? She said, oh, yeah. She says, my owner walks around like a 5-year-old and gets very startled by things. And then she goes into Fawn. Well, she's tattling on you big time. She says, I try not to take the energy in. She says, I try not to take the energy in. She says, but I can't behave the way, she's pointing out, I can't behave. She can't behave. She just keeps pointing, behave. I says, tell me a little bit more. Well, she expects me to be nice to that thing. So I'm referring, I think that's kitten she's talking about.
Kitten, yeah.
I tolerate, but I'm more important.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she has a history.
Mm-hmm.
Now, she watched her last owner, I'm assuming this is Dad, because she said, she's pointing to OMG of how it's still in her space. And now it's funny because I'm watching her energy field expand as she's telling me this. And did the police come or authorities come? And whoever came in the house, she did not like that energy. And she still remembers that she did not like, I don't know if it's a paramedic or who the dude was. It was a female.
Paramedic. Yeah, because she wanted to be with Dad. She wanted to be by Dad. And the female paramedic kept bringing her back to me.
Yeah, and she said, I didn't like that.
Brought her back to me about 3 times. And she puked in my hand.
Yeah, it made her nauseous. Exactly. She didn't like it. She's tired. She says, it made me feel like, ugh. She says she remembers that. So I would say that, like, if you end up putting your hand on her forehead, like right now, yeah, because it's still there. All right. So eventually she identifies with this. And so what you could do is you could hold R2D and look for the lack of peace while you have her or while you're touching her, or she could be in your lap while you're doing it. But you are going to help her, and you're going to just sit in that space and do a 241 drop, sit there, and just kind of allow yourself to kind of remember that day. Kind of let the story play itself out. Don't create story, just let the story be played out. Always focus on the lack of peace, measure it out, and see what happens. Okay? And eventually you'll get the feeling down to 0. And like you can have your hand there for a few minutes, and especially she'll let you know. I feel like she says she'll grab your paw, or you grab your paw. Well, does she know what they are?
She does. She grabs my hand all the time.
Yeah,
she's like she's doing here. She'll do that with my hand.
Yeah, say there's the example. She wants you to hold her forehead so that she can just, and if you listen, and if you tune in right now, let yourself drop. and just allow whatever energy to come from the cat, and let's see if you have an emotion. Now you're blocking yourself because you're thinking, I'm going to screw this up. No, get past that. Rise higher. No, the first thing you should hear is, oh, I feel good. The cat's melting. Okay. She enjoys the hand. She enjoys it. So she doesn't really want to think or feel. So it's like, oh. So you're actually sending energy through in your healing hands. And what I can see is that it's the electromagnetics balancing part of her ears and her jawline, her old teeth, you know, but she's enjoying it.
Yeah, I swear she still looks for him too.
Oh, she does. She does. Because she didn't have closure to it. So in your mind, you could actually take the cat and say, okay, like to create closure, to say goodbye for him, you could do R1S, and you can feel how go back to that rejection stage, sit there, and like I said, you have to be touching her, holding her, and you just kind of pretend like you're there with her and say, here, kitty, let me hold you while we create closure, and just let the energy move. It knows what it's doing. You know, you're already starting to do it because I can see a bunch of figure eights changing.